they got the music going once again for Joe Buck.
Yeah.
You heard his voice earlier.
Smile.
I thought maybe you were joining us to tell us that you are calling all of the doubleheaders.
No, the world has had enough of me. I came to ESPN to just kind of whittle that all away. One game a week.
I don't want you to do all of them either.
Yeah, I know. I would like to do games with you.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be fun.
I'll take Troy's place.
No, sorry, Troy.
I would double dip that way.
Okay, well, that works. Either way, you do have that first matchup with the 49ers and the Jets. What are you most looking forward to in that game?
Well, I mean, I'm glad Adam went that way. I never understood that line of reasoning, that they were going to get rid of Ayuk or Debo. This group hasn't won it all yet, and I feel they've been knocking on the door, and it's time for them to win one. So they add Pearsall, and I mean they should be one of the teams to beat, obviously, in the NFC. And I'm excited to watch Aaron Rodgers for a full season, full game. Let's start there with the Jets.
I think I go back to the start of last season, and one of the things I was most excited about with the Jets was I think Garrett Wilson is a superstar in the making in the NFL. He just hasn't had a quarterback yet. And I go back to last year thinking, okay, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, he's going to be Offensive Player of the Year type of wide receiver. And I just want to see, to your point, like a full game.
Yeah.
Even against a good defense, a good secondary, I just believe that connection, if you go back to last year, Garrett, 95 catches, 1,000 yards with not nearly the quarterback play. Like, I want to see that connection.
I just remember getting ready for that first week, that first game with Aaron, and him talking about Garrett and just being like, wow. And then you meet Garrett. Garrett is off the charts in every possible way.
Yeah.
So it's not just the physical, it's also the mental, it's the personality. He's just everything you want in a number one wide receiver. And to have a full year with Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback will be fun to watch.
I also think it's wild that, and you've been around the NFL for a lot longer than I have, but like it's wild that a team, an organization, coach, and quarterback that could have accomplished as much as Kyle Shanahan, the Niners, and Brock Purdy have, go in with such high expectations of pressure in many ways because they haven't done it yet. And it's, well, are you actually going to be able to get it done?
Yeah. I mean, they should. I don't know why they haven't.
Mahomes?
Yeah, that's a good reason.
I mean, both times recently, right?
But, I mean, that team is so good.
So good.
Front to back, both sides of the ball, coaching, game planning. I mean, Troy said it. If he were starting a franchise as the president or GM, he would make a deal to go get Kyle Shanahan because he's that good of a play caller and a schemer. So it's all there. It's just gotta happen.
And maybe a different opponent on the other side. I think I've picked the 49ers in every single Super Bowl that they've been in recently, too, because you feel like they're going to win one of these. Maybe it'll be this year. Let's go back to that Monday Night Football slate. There's so many that you could circle, but, Joe, I know you looked at this and you've had some time to digest it a little bit. What other weeks should we be looking out for?
Well, I mean, the schedule's really grown on me. By the way, before the thing came out, it was like getting state secrets around ESPN. Nobody trusts me, clearly.
Because you're a big tweeter.
They just think I'm a big mouth and I'm going to tell everybody what it was. But it is finally sunk in, and I feel like, we've got a great beginning, a great ending. The two 49er games, one against the Jets, one against the Lions. You've got the Cowboys a couple times with great opponents. You have Buffalo and the Jets again. You've got all four teams that were in the conference championship games twice each. So I think everywhere you look, you like what you see. So I can't wait to get to work. I can't wait to be there week one in Santa Clara.
We are putting him to work today, but it's a while.
It's okay.
Thank you for your time, by the way.
It's a long story.
I'll go to the end of the season, and I think a game that is sneaky, potentially huge is Week 15. The Bears go on the road to Minnesota. I think both those teams, many of us expected to at least be in the conversation for the playoffs, right? I don't know if they'll be secured in. And both are more than likely going to be playing rookie quarterbacks. Your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah. I mean, for Chicago, this has got to be the guy. And, they had a great draft by all accounts. I'll leave that to experts like you. But I feel like Caleb seems like the right kind of guy and is ready to take on that kind of pressure. And the league is better when the Chicago Bears are a relevant, good, playoff-worthy team. And I feel like they have that now. And the Vikings, again, kind of the same stuff with Shanahan. Really well coached.
Yeah.
Love the head coach. Love the roster. And now is McCarthy what people think he can be. There's two camps on JJ, and if the good camp is right, then I think you're right. Then you've got the makings of two exciting young teams with good rosters that are just at the beginning of a nice build.
We all felt like that Vikings roster was the best ready-made for whomever was drafted there. JJ gets that honor. All right, hey, it was great to have you here. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Lisa Salters will be coming your way.
I'll see you in August.
When it all kicks off in August. Also, I don't know if you guys are keeping track at home. It is officially 1,000 days until ESPN, ABC, Disney gets the Super Bowl. So that's another thing.
Super Bowl 61.
All of you at home have your countdown calendars and Xing off the days.